Hello there, guys. Today we're working on the Citroen Picasso C4 Grand Picasso. It won't start. The battery is dead, so we're going to change the battery. Here is the battery. It's a USA 9000 V or YBX 9000 AGM. Okay, it's a 12 volt, 70 amps, and then 760 amps. This here means when you are starting, the starter can pull up to 760 amps. Okay, so if you're buying the battery for the Picasso stop start, it has to have these details. Okay, and it should be for stop start. Right, there is the battery that we need to remove. I remember when I was changing the clutch thinking, wow, my goodness, why did they put the battery like this? Why didn't they just put it here? Because what that means is to remove it, you have to remove all the stuff just to remove the battery. Huh? Remember back in the days where the battery was just here, you remove the terminals and then you pull it out. Oh no, that would be too easy. Now they made it in such a way that you have to remove all the scrap. Why didn't they put this stuff on that side so that it comes this? The engineers these days. Okay, I'm going to get tools. I think most of the tools here will be 10, and then there will be a Torx here. So 10 mil and Torx. I don't know the size of the Torx there. I'll look if I can find it. I'll put it on the description. If I can't, well, you just have to buy a set and try each. All right, so let me get the tools. Right, yeah, we're starting with these. We have to remove this one here. One, two, there's two of them holding this thing here. Okay, I'm going to try to reduce removing lots of things, so I'll just try this and then try to see if we can move these of the way so that it can come out. Okay, now the first thing when you do the battery, the very first thing that you start with is remove the positive terminal here. So you just go like, now this Citroen, there's two types. There's one that I removed the battery from. The older one is a bit different from this, so check the video if you wanna see. Maybe it could be yours, maybe this one is not yours. Okay, so now the battery terminal is off. We're removing these two. I have my tools here. This is a 10 mil long extension. So there. Okay, the first one is coming out. There's another one there. So it is these two. I cannot do this with one hand. All right, I've removed them. These rusty ones, I'm going to put grease on them before putting them back on. I put grease before when I was changing the clutch, and it is best to do that so that they don't seize. Now I'm gonna remove these two cables, this one and that one. This, you just press, this thing locks up like that. So when you remove it, you push it down and then you press the button here, then it unlocks. Then you go like that, you wiggle it. I need two hands, I cannot do this with one hand. Again, yeah, no, this is how you do it. You unlock it, then you pull it out. I have to hold it here as I'm pulling it out here. Well, this connector wouldn't come out. It is stuck. I have no idea why, but if it doesn't come out, it doesn't matter. We will remove that with an Allen key. Hopefully the whole thing will come out together. So let me just get the Allen key. No, Torx. This is Torx, not Allen key. I'll remove that with an Allen key first. All right, I've loosened it, so it's coming out. There you go. You only need two tools here, Allen key and socket number 10 mil. All right, so there it is. So I think the whole thing can move. Yeah, there you go. Just have to be just on the side. Then these move here. What a hassle. Why did Reno do this? Let me see here. I wonder all this stuff to move here. Okay. Now there's two nuts. There's one over there, and then there's another one here. These, they're for the bracket that holds the battery so that it doesn't move. So you remove them. They're 10 mil. 1, 2. So I'll do that now. Right, they're off. I've put them here. Yes, they have grease, because I remember putting grease on them when I was changing the clutch, which is good, but I'll put some more grease after as well. So here's the bracket. This bracket, like I said, it holds the battery in place. So there we go. Now here, the spaghetti of cables. I hope I can do away with these. I can just slide out this bracket, I guess, from here. Yeah, there you go, slide out. So now the battery is exposed. Pull it, lift it up, pull it towards me a little bit. That's what happens when you don't have the tripod. So you just lift it and push it this way so that you remove the terminal on the other side. Right, I pulled it a little bit forward. There's a terminal right there. That's another 10 mil. So you get a very long extension, and then you put it in there, then you remove it. Okay, this is a nightmare. So I had to remove a nut that holds this cable. It goes there, and then this one here, so that this thing is free. As you can see now, I can move it so that the battery comes off. I have no idea who came up with this. We'll talk about this at the end of the video. Let me just take it out. It's off now. As you can see, just lift it out, put a new one in. Right, there is the devil. We're taking him out. It's Lion batteries. So the spec is exactly the same, 70 amps, 760. This is when you start. You pull more power here. Okay, and it's for stop-start system, regenerative braking. I think this stuff for all, they can also be used on mild hybrids. Okay, now I don't know if these are good quality batteries, but I know you asked for this one. This one is definitely good quality, but these, I have no idea. Now there's no date on it when it was put in here. I cannot see any date. Maybe they'll put a date somewhere, but this one, no, nothing. Okay. It's always nice to have it, to know exactly when it was put, but there's no date on this. Not even this side. Okay. Alright, so that is that. Now, I could write a date on this, but I don't have to. Do you know why? Because I'm making a YouTube video, so this will be on YouTube. The date of when I put this is on YouTube, so I can always go back and see when was that. If I'm selling the car and I tell someone I've put a new battery, we can see the date I've put that video on YouTube. So I'm putting this one in. Okay, don't forget these, because you don't need these. They're just rubbish for putting these when they're new. Now positive stays on the front side. This one goes on the inside. So I'm gonna lift it and put it back in, put it in the car. I've created a lot of room here by moving this on the side so that the battery just slide in that way. Now this is your car, so you clean all this remove all the trays and make sure that it's clean. Don't be like a mechanic. Mechanic doesn't care because the car is not his, so it doesn't bother him. But this is your car, clean. Make sure that it's nice and clean. All right, so time to put the battery in there. Right, that terminal is back on, and the battery is sitting right where it's supposed to sit. So I'm gonna tighten that terminal. Again, it's number 10, and then put the bracket here. Okay. Right, as you can see, I've put grease again on them for this bracket, so they're going in. It's getting late because I started this very late. I was so tired coming from the airport, so I didn't work on this until it was late. But my wife needs this car tomorrow, so I have to do it for her. Those loud people, English people, they're always like this for some reason. They're never quiet. So then this here, some more grease, put in there for where the nut goes. There is a nut, put it in there. Okay, that's how it goes. Putting back is much easier than taking this off, especially when it's the first time you do this. When it's the next time when you do it, much easier. Okay, so I'm gonna tighten them. All right, tight. Okay, so now I'm gonna put back this in place here, and then put that bracket that goes over on top there, then put that Torx nut that goes there. This one. Right, so that is there, connected. Here I've put that cable. I'll put this one after I put this thing in. Okay, so that's the way it is. So now this one. Right, these cables are on, these two clipped and locked. This one at the bottom is on, this one here, and then there's another one here. I've connected them. What I have to do is put this cable here, and then I think that will be it. No, there's this little cup here. It slides in there to cover this nut here. Okay. So everything is now connected except the positive cable. The positive cable is the last to be connected after checking everything that is all right. Okay, so this little slide here, I've put it in. It's not very important. This, you just slide in to cover that nut, and then that's it. Everything tied. So now is the moment of putting the positive cable, positive terminal. Right, everything is done here, good, but there's a couple of words I need to say. So I'm gonna start the car and then flip the camera around so that I kind of talk a little bit about, the job. All right, there you go, it started. That's good. So it means that battery was kaput. So let me just say a few words about what I think about this. So I'll flip the camera around. All right, the job is done. The battery is in, the new one, which is very good. First advice, don't do this at night. I had no choice. I had to do this today because my wife needs the car tomorrow morning. So this is it. Okay. Well, I just don't understand why they made it so complicated just to change the battery. Changing the battery should take just 1 minute. Positive terminal, negative terminal, battery out. Okay? Or should I say the bracket that holds it, then batteries out. Putting it back, you put it in the bracket, a negative terminal, then positive terminal, job done. Oh, this one, no, you have to fiddle with pretty much cables and connectors. Why, I have no idea. But I think maybe it's because they don't want DIYers like us to do the job. They want you to take it to the garage to be done there. But people don't have money. Okay, the economy is going, the cost of living is going up, but salaries, income is not going anywhere. So people end up trying to do the jobs themselves, just like I do. And we have YouTube as well. People can see on YouTube how jobs are done. They can do them for themselves. Now, if they make it so complicated, lots of people will be hesitant to try to do the job. That's just the way it is. Some people will be like, oh, no, I don't think I can do this. So that's how it is. The French, they made it so complicated. I've seen in the Kia, the electric car, the battery is just right there. You don't have to touch anything else, just 2 terminals and then the bracket, and you take it off. It will take less than 2 minutes to do. This one, yeah, if you do it all the time, yeah, it will get quicker and quicker. But every 5 years, 6 years, sometimes even 8 years, that's when you change the battery. Because if it's a car that you use mainly on the motorways where you don't stop start, because that's what kills the battery. Stop starting. That's what kills the battery. My brown Citroen, which was a taxi, it took 8 years with the battery. And remember, it was a taxi. You stop and then you start the engine, you go, you stop, and then you start the engine. So the battery was really, really abused. Now, if you use the car on the motorway, the batteries don't just die by just sitting there. When it's well charged, no issues. But it's when you pull out power and then you charge it, pull out power, you charge it, those cycles, that's what kills the battery. So that's the way it is. So guys, thank you very much for watching. And once again, don't do this at night. Do this during the day. It's much easier. I think you can do this yourself. If you have any issues, comment below so that we help you. This is a battery. It can damage your car if it's not connected properly. All right? The electronics there, the fuses, all that stuff can burn if you haven't connected it properly. So if you have an issue, don't just go ahead. Ask and we can help you. And if you are here in Stockholm-Trent, I can always come around and I help you out. Very easy. I'm a taxi driver, so I'm always all over the place. Okay, guys? So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. I'll be changing oil on the Kia. Take care. Bye-bye.